ones. I forgot. So you have morikara, which is head fingers, which is hair. And then you have nunkara, which is your eyelashes, so eye fingers. Then you have morikara, which are your fingers. No, I just said that right. No. Songkara? Is that right? Now, Koreans correct the fuck out of me because I am, in some ways, like low to medium to high intermediate. And then in every other way, straight up beginner. Like, I don't know. I can't remember all the colors, for example. But I can remember the cool stuff. So, if you're a language teacher of any kind, just teach cool stuff. I teach swear words in my class. They fucking love it. Because you need to know when somebody's fucking cocking you off. That's the first thing I want to know. And usually you can tell by tone, but you never know. You know those sly, like, you're in another country and you're not the right skin color or whatever the fuck, and they just kind of like, kind of say something under their breath, and you're just like, that's obviously not a nice thing. So are you calling me a cunt? Are you calling me a bitch? Are you calling me a cheap guy? Or like, I could probably, I'm not, certainly not cheap, but super double meaning. I got some money from this whole escapade. So there's a little Korean lesson on the karas, which I think mean fingers. Could be wrong. They mean some kind of appendage, surely. So we go, what do we do after that? Where am I? Yes. So the whole thing is, she says, yeah, I don't have much tol. Yeah, that's how you say it, I think. So the hair on your head is your hair. The hair on a man's face is tol, which is like fur for dogs. So it's any other hair, including your arms and your legs and your underarms and your nether regions, if you will. Excuse me. This is kind of loud. Can you hear that? It's like, ee. Let's see, how big can we, is this that's max flame. That's flame on. It's too much. Well, let's get a good level. Okay, the whistling stops there, so we're going to stop it there. I wonder why it whistles. Anyhow, it's probably dangerous at some level. So she's like, I don't have that much tall. And then I'm like, can I see? Or can I I would say see before I'd say touch. So I'm like, can I see? And then she goes like, no, what are you talking about? And her legs are like straight up on mine, like on top of my, I hope you understand the visual. My legs are on some kind of ottoman. I've put her on top of my legs. No, not her. Her legs on top of my legs. And then she's just chilling. And we're having this pubic hair discussion and other innuendo-filled discussions that I can't remember. That was the important one. And then she's like, oh my God, what do you know? And then I'm like, okay, it's fine. If you don't have luck with women, here's the first rule. Don't fucking pressure them, man. They don't like it. Don't do it. Why do men do things that women don't like on purpose? That's the thing I don't get. Aren't you trying to get in that? And then you're just like, I'm going to be a dick. Now, you can be a dick verbally in a certain way, but you can't, like, intimidate them because they're literally weaker. So leave them alone mostly. And if they like you, they'll let you know because they can, almost all of them. And yeah, think of the woman you're like, no, she couldn't. Yeah, she could. So you should be like, here is my vagina. And guys would take it. It's truly, that's the truest form of power. Just like bending another to your will without violence. You're just like, yeah. You want that, don't you? Yeah, I'm fucking like 80 pounds overweight. A certain person who's probably going to watch this knows what the fuck I'm talking about. More than once and too much. Sorry, that got personal, but that's okay. So then I was just like, okay, that's fine, that's cool. And then she's like, oh, do you want another beer? I'm like, sure. And then she comes back. Same thing goes down. She puts her legs up now by herself. So I'm like, all right. Take every little sign, guys. Every little sign is a sign. Well, that's obvious. Is it? Why do you guys suck at getting laid? Oh, I just remembered that I said I need to get laid earlier. So you're like, what about you? That's... Fuck you. I'm highly successful sexually. So fucking eat a dick. Okay. Holy fuck. 44 minutes? Okay. I'll cap it at 50 for everybody's sake. So I need a timeline. Timelines are good. Timelines pressure you to do things that you're not good at. Like, stop being so long-winded. So then I'm like, okay. And then so I start rubbing her legs a little bit, just like nicely. And she goes, she's kind of like, she was super comfortable. Then there's a moment where the woman just goes like, or something. They just like kind of go, yeah, I'm ready, or something like this. I don't know. It's kind of hard to express, but if you're good at what you do, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you're just like, I'm in it to win it. And now it's G over. Basically, you want to achieve 100% consent. No, not want to. Have to. It's an imperative. If you have 90% consent, you're not there yet. You wait for 100. If you don't know what the fuck that means, literally ask the woman. If you think you're at 90, just be like, do you want to go to the bedroom? And if she says yes, that's consent. Ugh, it's not complicated. Anyhow. I mean, I think that's consent. Enough to get you any kind of sticky jam that some dishonest person tries to put you in. Oh, dear. Honey. It's fun starting new addictions. For a time. And then it gets like, oh, this is all of a sudden serious. It's just not as fun then. But I think THC honey looks like it's here to stay. Put it in anything. Put it in coffee. Whatever honey goes in. Toast? I could get high at breakfast. Oh, there was maple syrup infused... No, THC infused maple syrup at this place I go to. I've befriended the staff. It's great. And, yeah, I was like, what? I was like, what's that? They have bath bombs. They have lip balm. They have, like, literally fucking many things. Dog treats, if your dog's fucked up. They have, like, CBD treats. Like, if your dog has hurt itself or had a surgery. Like, it's not the THC, so it doesn't get high. It's cool. And the CBD specifically does not get you high. There's no highness to it, simply. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm adopting a dog. Okay, that's another one. So, what are we at? Whoa, I got 2.5 minutes. Okay. Rubbing the legs, 100% consent. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so should we go to the bedroom? Something like that. Just always give women the option. It's always up to them anyways. So give them, like, options, and then they'll at least know where you're coming from. And then if they don't like it, they'll be like, you should probably go. And then fucking leave, you fucking idiot. Go to a strip club. I have some good strip club stories. So she goes, just wait a minute. And then she, like, runs to the bathroom. Obviously, she's cleaning her shit. And I'm just like, yep, that's what you should do. And I'm just like, now I must be on 10 beer. So I give a flying fuck what my shit said. I just don't fucking care. And then, yeah. And then, okay, now I can wrap it up. I can Cole's Notes it now. For some reason. So she goes, so the deed's done, and it was epic. It was fucking fantastic. Top 3 blowjob I've ever had. That's saying something for me. And thoroughly enjoyable. It goes on like this for the whatever 4 days she has left in the city. And then on the morning... Ooh, I got 1 minute? No. I could do it. Okay, I can do it. Is it whistling again? Then she goes, so... Why do you keep saying the same thing? Tea. Honey tea. Honey whiskey tea. Get on with it. What happens? Yes. So the weekend ends and she's leaving the next day. And there's the last time is over. I have fucking... shown her a good time. And she was like straight up down. It was great. It was really good. And the whole time I'm in Cole Harbor. So I'm like, I don't even belong here. They don't even let me in that neighborhood. And then, shit. Over 50. Okay, let's get under 51. If you fail, keep trying. And then she's like, oh, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, I know. It was literally the last time I was going to see her. And then she's like, oh, I forgot to get you a present. I had no time. All she ever told me was how she went shopping all day. So I was just kind of like, yeah, like, you haven't been shopping that much, huh? And she's like, just totally went over her head. And I was like, okay, let sleeping dogs lie. And then... she's like, what about... she's like, I wanted to get you a watch or something. And I was like, that would have been very good. I love watches. And then she's like, oh, well... and I was like, okay, well, you don't have a gift, so why are we still talking about it? So I'm like, no worries, see you later. Like, you know, come back to Vancouver, give me a shout. Something's gone on because she won't return my messages. But anyhow... you know, long games are good. Just run a bunch of long games and they'll come to fruition eventually at different lengths. It's like planting a garden. It's exactly what it is like. Cultivate relationships to get what you want. Friendship or otherwise. So she's like, okay. So she's like, yeah, I don't have a gift. And like the exchange went on like for like 3 more. And I was just like, okay, so all right, see you later. And she's like, oh, but I really want to get you a gift. And I was just like, yep, this, you know, Canada, it's not necessary. I had fun. You have given me several gifts. And, you know. Anyways, so here comes the rub. Here it comes. So then she goes, yeah. What about cash? And I was just like, what? She's like, yeah, like, I want to give you a present. And I'm just kind of like, but cash is not a present. Hold on. Sounded like the front gate went there. I'll go check in a minute. I'm almost done. And then she's like, yeah, what about cash? And I was like, remember the $500 in my bank account? To my fucking name, I had 5 bills and I was 30 or 31. Fuck it, I lied. I was 31 with 5 bills in the bank and a credit card with a good amount on it. But credit cards are not money. So I was like, I could like, yes, yep, I could fully use that. And she's like, okay. And she's like, oh, I don't have any American money. I'm like, what is happening here? We're not in America. And then she goes, or Canadian. I'm just like, all you've done all the time is go shopping. That's it. That's every time I meet you, you're like, what do you do there? Oh, I went to Robson Street. I went shopping. I got all this stuff. Oh, I did this. I don't know. You don't have to buy clothes with cash. But the point remains. So she's like, how about Korean money? Which is roughly, last time I checked, 10% more value than Canadian money. But with a different denomination. So like a 10,000 won bill. Won is the money. Educate yourself on Korea. Great country. 10,000 won is like $10 Canadian, but plus 10%. So it's like 10. It goes up and down. The Canadian dollar is a piece of shit right now. Because we keep relying on the Americans and they keep fucking boning us in the ass. And just, let's go to China. Let's go. Let's make a fucking political alliance with China and just shove it in the fucking Americans' face. They'll be like, oh, what is this? Harumph, harumph. And they'll be like, what about the softwood lumber, the fucking thing that's been going on for 30 years, you fucking piece of shit. And they'll be like, whoa, this is highly irregular. And then they'll get aggressive. And we'll be like, fuck you. Anyways, back to the finish story. Sorry. This tea is fucking fantastic. So then she comes back out with 250,000 won, which is like, yeah, 250. 275, if you will. And I was just like, yeah, that's like 50% of my net worth cash. Anyways, I mismanaged my money. But at the time, now I'm great. So then I was like, yeah, that's like, I can like live very frugally off 250 for quite longer than you would anticipate. So yeah, that's the story, I guess. I accepted money after a sexual liaison of like 4 days. So it worked out to about 50,000 a day. Which is like $55 or something. 55 a day. So then if you want to break that down further, let's say like, we didn't have sex like 5 times per meeting, but like, I think it'd be fair to say it's like, my math is garbage. What's 12 times 5? 60? 11? 55. Perfect. I don't even know what I just did there. $11 per lay over a 4-day period. That's a lot more money than you ever got from getting laid, you fucking pieces of shit. Fuck you.